what's going on, folks? Enough people have asked me about the Joe Schilling bar fight incident where he's a bouncer, and I don't know if he's a current Bellator MMA fighter. I know he used to fight in the UFC, I believe. I don't know. I'm not really up to date on him. I think it was a while ago, but nonetheless, so he was a bouncer, and he, hit a guy that was unruly. So looking at the videotape, well, let's first just talk about what a bouncer is. A lot of people, I was a bouncer for almost 4 or 5 years. What a bouncer or door guy's job is to get somebody out of the bar with the least amount of force or even anybody knowing that anything's even going on. I always tell people, and I go back to some of my crisis intervention training I had early on when I worked at a children's home. You start out at like 1 or 2, you don't start at 9 and then you have nowhere to go. So when I run into an individual that, I'll pull them aside. The biggest thing is to give people a way out. So they can come to the conclusion that they left on, that's just how men are. I left. No, they asked. We could have done it, whatever. So then you got to identify the threat of, am I in a threatening situation? Am I in a situation where this guy, is he coming at me in a violent type way? And in that video, he doesn't look like, he doesn't look threatening. He looks like a smaller guy, just, maybe drunk and rude and whatever. Not anything that you couldn't take care of, just by going, hey man, I need you to leave. You know what I mean? The fact that he hit him and he's defenseless, number one, he's not even in a defensive mode or coming at you or, got a bottle in his hand, nothing. So I completely rule it out as a sucker punch. It's a really shitty thing to do, because I look at people and, I think of, I'm thinking of 100 different things. I'm thinking, where's he going to fall? Do you know what I mean? How many people are, what's he looking at? Is he looking for an exit, or is he looking to make eye contact with people that are behind me? Do you know what I mean? It's just, it was a real cheap, it's cheap, it's cheap. I've never sucker punched anybody in my life. And I can tell you, I've gotten sucker punched probably over 20 something times. I've probably had over 10 concussions before I was 21 years old. You know what I mean? I was never the type of person that could just fight. You had to put your hands on me to start my engine. You could say anything you want, do this, and this, and whatever, and none of that stuff. I could never turn it on. I could never flip that switch. But the second you hit me and I seen a couple little flash bulbs go off in my head, we were off and running. But I would never hit somebody being a 240-pound guy that's weebly wobbly and, and then just wham, hit him. Because I know he's gonna, you're gonna hurt somebody, especially a person that's a mixed martial artist, or even a person that's just a high school graduate would know that when you hit somebody, I don't know, I've been arrested for assault, so I look at it a little bit differently. I got hit in the head with a crowbar, and flash knockout, blood everywhere. I come to, still standing, the guy standing across from me going, oh, I'm so sorry, and I beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean? I beat him so bad they thought I hit him with the crowbar. Same thing with a guy that came at me in my house with a butcher knife, my roommate's friend. I don't, you don't beat people up for no reason. You don't beat people up that are defenseless. I don't look at people that, being, 230 something pounds. I look at people and go, if I make contact with this person, they're going to be in trouble. You know what I mean? So I can't justify hitting someone that's walking around a bar just being a moron. You know what I mean? That's just a Thursday night, That's just a Thursday night. It was very, it was a shitty thing to do, and I think he should be arrested 100%, or he shouldn't be a bouncer. You know, I would have definitely fired him for that. You know what I mean? I would have definitely fired him for that, because I don't want people working on my staff that are capable of doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't want people on my staff that are capable of doing that stuff. It's not a good look. You know, it's not good. It's somebody could really listen. Somebody, you know, you just think that you're punching somebody. Somebody could fall back and hit their head, you know, on the sidewalk. You know, you don't know. And a girl asked me, customer might ask me. She said, "Hey, would you be interested in bouncing?" I said, "Not at all. Not at all. Not interested at all." She's like, "Even if you made $20 an hour off the," I said, "Not at all." I said, "It's just a different time today. People are different. You know, I appreciate the offer, but you know, I would have to have a concealed weapons carry permit, you know, in order to do it. And if I got to do that, I don't belong doing it. You know what I mean? And here in Florida, you know, I'm not 20 something years old, you know what I mean? You know, but yeah, I'm going to include the link on it. You know, it's just you know, it is what it is. You'll watch it and say, you know, why would you even do that to somebody? Do you know what I mean? It's an assault. You know, he assaulted the guy. The guy's walking around. I don't care if the guy weighed 120 pounds. He looked like a little weirdo, you know what I mean? And you're this big, you know, tough martial artist with all the dumb Joe Rogan tattoos, and you know, you hit somebody like that when you could have easily just got behind him and got him in a chokehold, or got him in a wrist lock, or an arm lock, or whatever. You wouldn't even have needed to do that, man. You would have just said, "Hey, man, I got to talk to you." You know, you want to pull the person away, talk to them, tell them, "Hey, man, you know, I don't want to make this escalate, but you and your girl, your friends, you need to cash out. And you need to leave, you know, and if you come back tomorrow, we'll buy you some drinks, okay? I don't want you to be a customer. You know, you don't want them to have if it's a salvageable experience, you don't want them to have a bad experience." So, yeah, shitty thing to do, bro. All right.